So in this video I'm going to let you know what it is like travelling to and from Mallorca over the winter months. Now I'm at Bristol Airport at the moment and we snuck back to the UK for a few days for the half-term holidays and we're just travelling back to the island now. But I'm going to start by telling you what it is like travelling through Palma Airport during the winter months, and I'm going to roll the clock back just a few days. So we flew through Palma Airport on the 1st of November, and in this video I want to make you aware of a few travel tips if you are thinking of flying to and from Mallorca this winter. As I approach security, my advice is to be on time, so arrive at the airport 2 hours before if you're checking in luggage, and at least 1.5 hours if you're just taking in carry-on luggage. This is because, as you can see here, it could be busier than you think. With fewer staff working than in the summer, more people are being funneled through fewer security points. If you're flying to the UK, well, Terminal A closes for the winter and all flights out of Spain go through Terminal C, which we're heading to, as you can see here. So if you're more used to flying through Terminal A at Palma Airport to the UK, well, if you go through Terminal C, you're going to find a lot of shops, and of course you're going to find the restaurant area and the cafe area before you get to passport control to go to the UK. So this is a great place to do some extra shopping if you're travelling before heading on over towards passport control. So if you're flying to the UK, we'll allow around 15 or 20 minutes to get through Terminal C and passport control. Now beyond passport control there is a small cafe serving coffee for around €2.70 and a small selection of pastries and sandwiches, and also there's a really cheap drinks machine too. The coffee is really good here and it's probably better than you'll get on the flight. Finally, fewer flights does not mean that flights will not be delayed, so be prepared for air traffic control strikes. Also be prepared for any technical issues. We were also very lucky with our flight because adverse weather conditions can also lead to long delays too, but our flight today took off on time, which was absolutely fantastic. So I have more information on my website about what happens if your flight gets delayed. Check that out on MallorcaUnderTheSun.com, and I'll drop a link to that article in the description text below this video. Okay, so we're back here at Bristol Airport now, and I'm going to take you on my journey back over to the island. We're going to see how busy it is, we're going to see what security is like, and we're going to see roughly how much time you're going to need to get through a security too. Now obviously we're not in peak season at the moment, so I'm anticipating it's going to be a little bit less busy, but let's go and find out. So I have to say it's absolutely freezing here in the UK at the moment. We're in proper winter. If you are coming over to Mallorca, then make sure obviously to bring some warm clothes with you, because even though we may have warmer days, the evenings are going to be cold, particularly in November as well. So make sure you come wrapped up for that too. But for now, let's head on through into departures. So it's the winter season in terms of travel now over in the UK. Package holidays, as we know in the Mediterranean, have now ended, but there's a lot of travel going down towards Tenerife and the Canary Islands. And of course we're going to have the ski destination starting up too. But of course there are still flights heading over to Palma, and we're heading out on the 2 o'clock EasyJet flight this afternoon. So it's looking very busy here over at the EasyJet counter. Got quite a few flights going out. So my recommendation is to at least get here with at least 2 hours before your flight if you've got check-in luggage. We don't have check-in luggage today, we've just got carry-on, so we're going to head on through security. So the queue going through security moved really quickly here at Bristol Airport. It took around 10 minutes, but expect it to get a lot busier as we head on towards the festive season. Okay, so my first piece of advice from our journey today is to get to the airports early, because just like in Mallorca, where over the winter months a lot of building works take place and roadworks, the same is happening around the airports, and there's some really horrible roadworks around Bristol Airport. And actually on our entire journey coming up here to the airport, we ended up getting here a whole hour earlier than we actually needed to, just to be on the safe side, so we didn't miss our flight back to Spain. Now the good news is this morning, because we're out of peak season, we don't seem to have any delays or cancellations. I can see a lot of flights are going out on time, which is great news, and I can see that our gate has just been called. So our flight departed more or less on time, and the flight just wasn't busy either. So if you don't like travelling with crowds, then I really do recommend travelling to Mallorca in November. So passport control was not busy today coming in from the UK, with just a couple of policemen checking and stamping passports. The queues were split by UK passport holders and EU citizens and residents. We got through in around 3 minutes, but again during the festive season I anticipate major queues here, so just bear that in mind. There are also no e-gates at Terminal C arrivals for coming from the UK over the winter. Now, if you are unable to walk long distances or have problems standing for a long period of time, then I'll definitely recommend getting flight assistance, which you can add on when you're booking your flight, which will just get you through the airport a lot quicker. Okay everyone, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video will help you if you are coming over to Mallorca over the winter. Don't forget to consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and there's more information on the Facebook group and on my Instagram, also called Mallorca Under the Sun, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Goodbye for now.